welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Bird in at the 3. And for New York, Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Houston in at the 2. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Here's Bird, shot clock at 5. The rebound by Bridges. Pass to Towns. The shot converts on the jumper, an easy 2.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Pritchard against Brunson. Queta, pass to Pritchard. Misses the 3. White against Brunson. Outside Hart. The 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
And when Brunson drives it, he draws attention. And that helps open up the perimeter.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to White. Here's Pritchard. White with a screen on Brunson. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Pritchard. Outside White. Back to Pritchard to win the run. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success. I just love the ball movement.
Here's Pritchard. It's a 9-point spread. Pass to White. Here's Bird. From the arc. Towns with a rebound. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now here's Brunson. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Hart. Takes a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. OG Anunoby's checked in for Bridges. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams, New York in 5th.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside White. There's Tatum with the three. He buries it from 3.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Got a hand on it. Pritchard against Anunoby. Here's Bird. And the Celtics another 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brunson finds Hart. And here's Anunoby. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Brunson. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 5 now.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Bird. Here's White. Fires the 3. Tatum can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Boston with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. There's Tatum with the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. Houston can't hit.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
White. That falls.
My fault.
Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 11-point game. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside White. The shake. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Hart, and it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. That's good from White. And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
A nice shot by McBride.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Simons, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston. New York leading by 13. Pass to Houston. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White. First trip to the line for him here.
Allen Houston at the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
And the Knicks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Houston. The putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
1 minute left in the first quarter of the game. Shot to stop the run, and he goes in for the dunk.
Good stuff from Brown, providing the assist. He's made giant strides in his passing game.
McBride attacking. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
New York leading by 17. Clarkson up top.
My bad,
Pass to
I
Houston.
forgot. I'm bad. I put the pressure.
Anunoby on the wing. Robinson controls the rebound and the putback.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And here's Simons. Still no points. The three is up. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
New York leading by 19. OG Anunoby out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Houston in at small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan,
Take a break.
it's not just about
shot.
their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Celtics trail by 21. Simons outside. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Robinson gets the bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Garza. Robinson defending. Brown against Clarkson. And Brown with the stuff.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Knicks leading by 21. Inside. Here's Robinson. Outside McBride. Here's Houston. Minot pulls it in. And for Boston, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Tatum's shot is good.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Now here's McBride. He's got 5. It's good.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year.
New York making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Garza passes to Simon. Here's Minot. Anunoby covering. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Houston. Lets the 3 fly. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back over to you, Brian.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Bridges. No points yet. Back to McBride. Over to the left wing. Houston passes to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Shoots over Tatum. Simons with a rebound.
Damn.
Celtics trail by 19. Pass to Brown for 3. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Garza's got his second basket.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
I see him.
It's Bridges on the wing, hounded by Tatum. Uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got his first points of the night.
Good to see Bridges working the inside area. Makes the defense work much harder when he's doing that.
It's Brown on the wing. And that one's good. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Robinson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. New York leading by 17. Right side, Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Towns. And it's rejected. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist of the night.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Now here's Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Bridges.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Houston. Off target from three-point range.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And that one's good. Bird's got 5.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Here's Brunson. Boston pulls it in. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Brunson passes to Houston. Over White. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Allen.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Pritchard surviving the D. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Pass to Houston. Shoots over White. New York again can't hit. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Bird. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Cada. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boston foul. Peyton Pritchard. Second personal foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Hart's checked in for New York. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. The first free throw is good.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first half. Brunson against Pritchard. Pass to Bird. Now here's White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Oh, a dunk and a foul. A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Free throw, no good. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Here's Bird, coming off a 12-point game. Down low, here's Cada. Count it, 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Brunson passes to Houston. That three's off the mark.
Damn, man. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Towns outside. Fires the three. Hauled in by Brown. He gets it up. That one no good. And so it's the New York Knicks. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Knicks.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
New York leading by 11. On the court right now for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Bird in at the 3, the small forward.
And, you know, he might not be the biggest guard, but Brunson has a dense frame. He has no problem going through contact.
Here's Bird. The Knicks making their last shot. Back to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Tatum drills the 3.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm...
Whew. Here's Brunson. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Bird. The 3 is up. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 8 now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Bridges outside. Houston passes to Hart. Outside Brunson. Shoots over Pritchard. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Tatum from long range and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Well, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, New York.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
New York leading by 11. Here's Brunson. Brunson brushes off the D.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And there's a pick. To the inside. Here's Queta. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Queta's got 6 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Brunson passes to Houston. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 17.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Bridges passes to Hart. Inside. Down. That's good. 14 points for him.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you guys.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And Boston has possession. They trail by 16. From 12 feet, Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Brunson comes up empty down low.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Pass to Bird. No luck on that one. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Houston can't hit. Celtics trail by 14. And here's Pritchard. Here's Bird. Tatum with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Bird passes to Pritchard. Connects from downtown. Pritchard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. But he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games
That should be a flinger, man.
and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you gotta love Jalen Brunson's mix of physical and mental skills. He's not just fast and tenacious, he's also very intelligent about how he attacks you.
OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. The Celtics also with a sub. Brown's checked in. Celtics trail by 13. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Here's Bird. Brown with a screen. Wing shot on the way. And it's Bird missing. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break.
Damn.
Boston has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Now Pritchard. Give him 8 points now. And he gets it to go. Bird's got 7 points in the game.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Pass to Houston. Launches a 3. Boston pulls it in. Kid has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength. Knicks leading by 9. Brunson with it. Picked up by Tatum. Hart from long range. And it's Bird with a rebound.
Damn it.
Bird's got 4 rebounds now to the paint. Down low. Here's Tatum. And he goes up strong.
Try to go for the steal. Couldn't get it. Damn,
They're
I tried to
making
go for the steal.
smart
Couldn't get it.
adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in for Queta. Minot comes in for Jason Tatum. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. New York has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Brunson. Look at Brunson, tough in the lane.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Celtics trail by 9. Simons a screen on Anunoby. Kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Towns drops the hammer.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Pass to Bird. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls and are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
Knicks leading by 8. There's a minute 26 left in the third. And Anunoby gets it to go.
And that is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
Out to Simons. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Damn.
Simons gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for
Damn
my
it,
revenge.
Brunson.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter.
Showing
Damn.
the bounce. Simon says dunk.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson Brunson playing big right now.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
There's Simons with a three. It's rebounded by New York.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that one's good, Brunson.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming
Yeah,
up.
the foul.
A wing who wants to pound it down low. Brown earns a trip to the line.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
And both free throws good for Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Knocks it down from distance.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Here's Garza. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. New York out in front. They lead by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Tatum. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Yeah, good to see Towns being engaged on defense. Just great timing to come up with the rejection.
Anunoby can't get it to
Oh,
go.
messed up.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And it's Simons missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Double team on Towns. Robinson gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 15.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Garza. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
McBride passes to Towns. Bridges against Brown. And the basket by Bridges.
The mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
Simons deciding where to go with it. High arcing shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Miles McBride picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Clarkson's checked in for McBride. Boston making a switch here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. That free throw, no good. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Good on the second one.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
And it's Clarkson missing. Celtics trail by 14. Brown attacking. Nice ball movement by Boston. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
It's Bridges on the wing. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 13.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Bird. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. New York has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Celtics trail by 15. Now here's Simons. Pass to Bird. Now here's Tatum from downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Clarkson finds Towns. Shoots over Tatum. The shot by Towns, no good.
Tatum.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Rebound Boston. Bird's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Simons. The three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Knocked! 3 on 3.
Larry.
Here's Tatum. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Tatum's got 24.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Bridges outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice effort by Bridges. He's got that wiry strength.
Here's Bird. From deep. The rebound by Bridges.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Brown with the steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Over Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Shoots over Brown. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooter.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's a 14-point game. That one's in there!
Nice sequence off the inbound. Ball movement and player movement creating the good look.
New York has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. From downtown. Oh, it's off!
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen.
It's tipped!
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
Now White from deep. Rebounded by Towns. Here's Houston. He's guarded by White. He's got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. White with a steal. Oh, no good.
got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Hard outside, takes a three. It's good from beyond the arc.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
1:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, he jammed it.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Oh, how about White? Gets all the way to the cup. Nice.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Here's Houston. Shoots from 14. Hart. Great timing on the tip.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Knicks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
When you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
And New York has possession. After the basket by Boston. Here's Houston. He's guarded by White. Now Towns. The 15-footer. Rebounded by Pritchard.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Oh, the shot is off. Yes, sir. That one goes. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.